This video will walk through the Departments add-on in Project Insight. To get to your add-ons, you'll go to your main Insight dropdown and get to the add-ons page here for Get More if it's your first time installing, or if it's already installed, it'll be here in the Installed Add-ons tab. You'll install the departments, and now you can configure right here. You'll see that there's a list of departments in mine. The first time you come in, there will not be any departments, so you'll need to add in the first line a new department. You can assign a leader or a user that is assigned as the head of that department. This is more informational purposes, but there are some other features, for instance on the work calendar, to review how to take advantage of the leader of departments, but more informational than anything. You can set the order for your departments. That shows what order they'll show up in your dropdowns. The active will indicate whether that department is currently a choice in the dropdown or not. You can inactivate departments to phase them out, or to do that instead of deleting them, which we recommend. The code column is there more for external purposes with integrations. If you do not have integrations or any of that sort, then you don't need to use that column. Now that we've set our departments, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to assign that department to my individual resources. Now to do that to myself, I'm going to go and edit my own profile, and we'll go to this general tab where you can assign one department per user. You can also go to the user admin by going to your admin and then users page. Here you can edit each individual resource and assign their department. Additionally, you can also assign projects to departments. So if I go to my project home and I go to this build this thing project, let's edit the project here. Can assign, just like resources, only one department to each project. After doing that, you can now run project and resource reports to then show who is assigned to each resource, or who is assigned to each department, and what projects are assigned to each department. First thing that we'll look at is project reports. Since we just looked at assigning this project to a department, let's run this active projects by department report. You see that I've grouped in my report filters, I've grouped all of my projects by department. So when I expand any of these, you can see each of these projects have their respective department assigned and then grouped by. The same goes for the rest of these projects. This has been an example of a project report. Now let's take a look at a resource report since we assigned our resources to their departments. I'm going to look at active projects by department. And this is a year-long report. You can see it starts January 2021 all the way to the end of December. Also, my filtering options here, I'm doing my group by roll-up by department, then resource, then project, then task, and showing it by monthly columns. As you can see, each column represents a month. So if I open up administration, I've got each user that has the administration department in their profile rolled up underneath the administration department. I can then expand to each project and task underneath it, so I can see how many hours are assigned to each person for each task for each project. Let's take a look underneath IT. The same here. You can see some of these resources may be a little over allocated. So I can then drag and drop and move that task to someone else that may be a little bit less allocated. This is a way that you can organize your projects and your users. You can also run task reports that are put together by tasks assigned to specific projects by department, or any other item in Project Insight. But the most common is to assign departments to your resources and your projects.